Welcome to Trumpeteers. Do you agree with these opinions?
Hi guys, what's up? I'm Charlie. I'm a voter in Utah, and I love Donald Trump. As crazy as that sounds today, I originally supported John Kasich, but I was fine with Trump. He was a successful billionaire who said it like it was, but more than anything, his unique perspectives as a businessman allowed him to see. Sorry, my camera just went low. Allowed him to see flaws that politicians couldn't, and I bought it. He was going to optimize America like you do to a business. He was going to work out cheeky trade deals with China. He was going to finesse China like smart businessmen do. And all this crap he used to sell us on his political get-rich-quick scheme. So I followed him on social media. And after he got elected and appointed, and he still kept saying, we're going to make America first. We're going to put America on top. We're going to freaking do all this stuff. It's like, dude, okay, you're president now. Like, you should probably go and fix healthcare and go and fix these trade deals that apparently are so bad. So it really was a get-rich-quick scheme. And then you realize, oh, this dude sold a get-rich-quick scheme. Trump University was a get-rich-quick scheme. So about 6 months in, I realized, okay, actually, let's cut back. I started looking into his business past because it's like, that's why I trusted him, because he was a successful businessman. And oh my goodness, this dude inherited so much daddy money, like boatloads of daddy money. And then he ran scams with it. And then he bankrupted the company 3 times for over $6 billion of investor money. Like, $6 billion in the private sector is so much money. So, he has sketchy business deals with Chinese and Russian banks. He's self-proclaimed king of debt, and get this, okay? Of 13 retail businesses he tried, of 13, not a single one of them was profitable. Like, as a retail business owner, I can tell you that takes skill. To have that amount of capital, you don't get to try 13 times. You learn from your mistakes, you pick a good industry, you optimize different. He fucked up 13 for 13. So, yeah, 6 months into the presidency, I realized, okay, I get it. I get why we weren't supposed to vote for Trump. Because every single solid appointee quickly resigned or was fired, and not only resigned, they all start whistleblowing. Like, yo, this dude is dumb. Like, guys like John Bolton, Rex Tillerson, John Kelly, freaking James Mattis, all trustworthy people saying the exact same thing, that this guy is the biggest idiot I have ever worked with, that he's like a 5th grader. And this would be all fun and games, except this is the guy we rely on to solve our problems. So no wonder we have more problems than literally every other first world nation in the world. He never listened to the experts on anything. He pulled out of the Paris Climate Accord. He got us in a trade war. Like, dude, he cut tax rates for corporations in a booming economy when they don't need it, when us small businesses need it. He can't even say the words Black Lives Matter. He sucks up to dictators. He lied about the virus to help the stock market. Now, 3 times as many people have died from the virus as have died in Vietnam, 3 times as many Americans. And no one still seems to care. And this doesn't even account for the political war zone he turned our country into. And now we can't get anything done. So, now, yeah, world leaders like Macron, Trudeau, and Boris Johnson all literally were caught on camera laughing at Trump. These guys are good, trustworthy guys. And when they got asked about it, they're like, yeah, we were laughing at Trump. That guy's an idiot. The world is laughing at us. 1 in 2,000 Americans have died of the virus. It's still, Trump says it will magically go away. Like, this dude thinks problems go away. He trusts magic over data modeling. Like, no wonder all of his businesses failed. This dude is grossly incompetent, and I can't believe we didn't see that. If you voted for Trump, I get it. It's fine. We all got schemed. We all got played. It's chill, because we can fix it now. Because if you still support Donald Trump, and if you're not going to vote for Joe Biden in 2020, like what are you doing? Like, Donald Trump is a grade A idiot. He is dumber than you and I. And I'm going to be voting strictly Democrat, because Republicans haven't made a fact-based decision in literally years.
Howdy, I'm Rob. I'm a born and raised Texas Republican. This will be my 12th presidential election. I voted Republican 10 times and Johnson Weld in 2016. This November, I'll be voting solid Democrat. Now, our president is awful proud of the tests he's been taking, and I have one for him. On the left are the 7 deadly sins, on the right, the 7 cardinal virtues. Let's see how he does. Gluttony, check. Avarice, check plus. Pride, check. Sloth, check. Anger, check. Lust, check plus. Envy, okay, a solid 9 out of 7 on that one. Virtues, truth, 20,000 lies. Love, let's see, agape type love, not narcissism. Courage, bone spurs. Wisdom, how have we still not flattened the curve after 5 months? Tolerance, stars and bars, yes. First Amendment, not so much. Freedom, cages. Creativity, well, I got to give him credit for hiding his taxes as long as he has. In short, I can discern no admirable qualities in the man. He is without virtue. To my friends and family in the Christian community, you're good people. You know the difference between right and wrong. You know deep down in your Sunday school hearts what kind of man Donald Trump is, what kind of Christian he is. You know, don't you? You know. Sure, you know. This is the last card in my little production. It's mostly common profanity with a few phrases unique to Texas. It expresses my opinion of the president and his GOP enablers, especially my 2 chicken shit Texas senators. I think they're all a bunch of misaimed vulgarities that ran down their mama's leg and fertilized her toe jam, in short. I won't share all that with you because it tends to run a mite severe. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now, go do something. Vote.
Hello, my name is Jenny Meyer, and I live in a small town in Indiana. I voted for Donald Trump in 2016. My reasoning was because he took Mike Pence to be his vice president, who is supposed to be an Indiana boy. I no longer believe that. In fact, I think it's a Hoosier hoax. In Indiana, we teach our kids not to be bullies. We teach our kids to be respectful to women, their moms and their grandmas and their sisters. And Donald Trump, he doesn't respect women at all. We teach our kids not to steal. But Donald Trump steals millions of dollars from the American public every time he goes to his golf course on his own property to play golf. When millions of Americans can't even put food on the table. Donald Trump lies. He lies on a daily basis, if not on an hourly basis. And Mike Pence, he says nothing. But what is the one thing that Mike Pence says? Oh, Mr. President, you're doing such a wonderful job. Our administration is handling this coronavirus wonderfully. If I hear him say that one more time, I'm going to puke. I will say to Mike Pence, your boss, your buddy, who takes a Bible and goes and stands in front of a church, holds the Bible upside down for a photo op. He's probably never read one word out of that book, not even 2 Corinthians. I will say that the Republicans have no regard for someone like me. They think I should give up my life so their economy can look good. But I'm not going to give up, and I'm not going to lay down and die. I've got 2 grandkids that I have full care of. I want to see them grow up. I want to see my other grandchildren grow up, play sports, graduate from high school. And God willing, I will still be around because I have value, whether you Republicans believe it or not. So I have recorded this, if nothing more than to relieve my conscience a little bit. It's really hard to go through every day thinking there's nothing you can do. But I can do this, and I can go to the polls in November, and I can vote Democratic, because Donald Trump and I have nothing in common, except for the fact we both wear makeup and we both wear Spanx. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lisa Wright, and I live in a suburb of Washington, D.C. in Northern Virginia. I was born in Chicago, and I also live near New York and New Hampshire, and all of my experiences combined bring me to the point where I am a conservative Republican, and I'm going to be voting enthusiastically, although regretfully, for Joe Biden this year for president. And I encourage every other registered voter to do so. And I encourage you to vote and register to vote to be able to do so. I became interested in politics as a kid watching the Watergate hearings. And I've been paying close attention basically since then. And I also studied American history and politics. I'm a history geek. I thought that Jimmy Carter was a failed president. I thought that the Great Society welfare state programs failed abysmally to eliminate poverty. And that was why I became a Republican. The first president I voted for was Ronald Reagan. And I voted straight Republican basically every election since then, including all the primaries. Ronald Reagan was a great hero to me. I was so interested in politics and so committed to the Republican Party that I worked as a congressional staffer for 3 different members of Congress for more than 20 years. And each one of them was a social and a fiscal conservative. I'm pro-life. In the 2016 primary, I knew that I didn't support Donald Trump. And I voted for Marco Rubio. And going up to the general election, I didn't want to vote for Donald Trump. A good friend of mine said that he was so disgusted with the lack of positive results for working people by both parties that he was going to vote for Donald Trump because he wanted to burn the house down. And all I could reply with was, but this is the only house we have. This is the house that we live in. If we burn it down, we don't have anywhere else to go. The only thing that was persuasive to me in voting for Donald Trump in 2016 was the Supreme Court. And even that couldn't sway me from the fact that he had no experience. He was just unqualified. He demonstrated even then his low character. He was a failed businessman. He was a misogynist. He said that he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and get away with it, and so on and so forth. But I couldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. Her character was as bad, from my perspective, watching her from when she was First Lady in Arkansas and First Lady of the United States. And I disagreed with her policies. And I had the option in Virginia, and I voted for Evan McMullin because he was a conservative. I was surprised that President Trump was elected. And I have been praying for him to be a successful president ever since. And I have been sorely disappointed by the combination, really the epic combination that makes him the worst president as the 46th president, worse than all the previous 45, and possibly combining more lies, more corruption, more malignant division, more cruelty, and more incompetence than the other previous 45 all put together.